Have you ever wondered how big tobacco makes moist snuff? It's actually pretty simple. With just a few tools, you can start making your own commercial-grade tobacco at home. Here's what you'll need to get started, and these are the steps we'll be covering. For your first step, take your leaf and remove it from the main stem. Your blend is the types of tobacco you use for a batch. I use dark air cured and dark fire cured from wholeleaftobacco.com. If I'm making something like apple or vanilla, I like to use 10 to 25% fire cured. If I'm making wintergreen, I like it a little closer to a 50-50 blend. You can also use 100% air-cured and make a long-cut snus. Pressing only applies if you have a guillotine-style cutter. This is similar to commercial technique, and is how Big Tobacco achieves the thin strand long cut in their product. Now, if you're looking to press your tobacco, you can make a frame out of 2x4 and use a shop press to compress it. I got this cutter on Amazon and modified it to cut thin strands. Basically, casing is seasoning your tobacco. I typically only use water and salt to case my batches, but cocoa powder or licorice root are traditionally added. The salt also acts as a preservative, but without it, your tobacco won't take on flavor as well later. For this batch, I ended up with 13.4 ounces of tobacco, so this will be our recipe. Next, give it a mix. Then, add it to your garlic fermenter. Nicotine starts to degrade at 80 degrees Celsius. So, set your garlic fermenter to 70 degrees Celsius for 48 hours. If you don't add too much water, your batch should take a day or so to cook. Agitate your tobacco every 12 hours to ensure even cooking. Then, throw it back in your cooker. Once it's ready, you can add your top dressing. You can also use other spirits in place of your alcohol for a unique blend. Another tip, if you're using a glycol-based flavoring, deduct your total volume of flavoring from the total volume of humectant you'd be adding to avoid a waxy finish. These big companies use saccharin to sweeten their products. I use stevia. I feel that it's easier on my gums. I had my alkalizer separate from my dressing for the same reason. Outlaw, if you see this, please hook me up with some killer vanilla flavoring. It's the only flavor I haven't been able to crack. Anywho, lastly, we're moving on to the aging step. If you're storing at room temperature, I recommend you age your batch for a minimum of 1 month. I'm using a technique called forced aging. This accelerates the fermentation process and gives a soft texture to your dip. I generally age my batches for 2 weeks at 100 degrees. And just to show you guys, we're looking for a 50 to 55% moisture content in our finished product.
Hop to out of the moon, baby. Hop to out of the moon, baby. Hop to out of the moon, baby. Hop to on to the moon, baby. Hop to out of the moon, baby. Hop to out of the moon, baby. Oh, oh, oh.
Yeah, so there you go. How to make chaw just like Big Tobacco. I wish I could make this for a living. But the FDA wants too much damn money. Look at that pinch though, F&A, right buddy, frickin' perfect. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. That's all for now, peace.